It's Dr. Brian here. Talking today about scoliosis surgery. Many of you know that it's a subject that's very dear to me because my wife was diagnosed with scoliosis when she was a child. At age 15, they told her that she had to have scoliosis surgery. They said that if she didn't have it, that she would be crippled in a wheelchair by age 30. They said that she'd never be able to have children. I don't know if they were saying with the surgery that would have made having children easier, because when you fuse someone's whole spine, I can't imagine it's that much easier to give birth than to carry a baby. But that was some of the scare tactics that were used on her from doctors in the Syracuse area. So she's now 29. We have a super happy, healthy 6-month-old. Her spine, if you compare it to where it was before she started chiropractic care, it's greatly improved, and it's pretty wonderful. But looking at this study, it's a recent study. It was in the Scoliosis Journal. I believe it was in June of 2012, so it's a newish article. What they did was they followed 40 patients who had undergone the surgical fusion. They were basically under the belief that the surgery was going to fix their curve in terms of like totally correct their posture and be a long-term, fix. When they found it, they said that only about half of them saw, half improvement in terms of their curves, and that the majority of those, it didn't work out well long term. Some of the things they noted was that many of them had to have repeat surgeries even within the first month, because when you put hooks and fusions in your spine, oftentimes things break free. They found after 4 years that 19 of the 40 had to receive a second surgery, which is huge. 10 of those patients had experienced infections. 7 had these fistulas, which are, pretty insane. Many of them had different secretions coming out. Of those 40 people, 8 out of those 40 had to have the removal of the implants of the basically fusion surgery from their spine. So retrospectively, they were just really alarmed at the high rate of people who were, I would say, pretty much harmed by the surgery and who didn't experience the long-term benefit that they were basically scared into. We have seen, unfortunately, a few patients in our office who've had the surgery. When you start fusing along the spine, though, you do not only affect the spine, you affect the nervous system. So in your spine you have the nerves that go for rest and digest, which are your parasympathetic nerves. They help your body slow down. You also have your nerves that go for fight or flight. Those would be your sympathetic nerves. What they're finding in many of these studies is that these surgeries drive the sympathetic nerves to overfire, which makes your heart rate increase. It makes your breathing more shallow. It can throw off your digestive tract, causing all kinds of inflammation. One of our patients who had a surgery at 11 years old, of course at 11 you're nowhere near done growing. She had the surgery. She's now 17. She's in a wheelchair. But she basically had to have an implant to make her vagus nerve, the nerve that's supposed to slow things down and cause you to rest and digest and have a slower heartbeat. She had to have basically a vagal nerve stimulator implanted in her chest to help balance out all of the different sympathetic stress created by the rods that are on top of her sympathetic nerves that go for the heart, lungs, digestive tract, because they were overfiring. So scoliosis surgery-wise, it does seem like this is becoming a pretty barbaric, antiquated, I don't want to say useless because, but it doesn't seem like it's one of those surgeries that is worth the $200,000 and lifetime of suffering. We have been very fortunate in our office to work with people with scoliosis to help them improve naturally, to help remove the subluxations, help improve the structure of their spine, rehabilitate the proper muscles, help them heal, and overall just have a healthier life in general. Chiropractic, of course, is not a treatment for any condition or for scoliosis. We just genuinely love helping people experience a healthier, more full, more fun existence and live and function with a state of healthcare that is much better than what the average person is being subjected to in the U.S. So my input on scoliosis surgery. You can find this article if you go to my blog on ithacachiropractic.com to go scroll down to our blog. It's going to be in the scoliosis area. If you or anyone you love has questions on scoliosis, I would be more than happy to speak with you on the phone or answer your questions by email. And if I could some way help you or your family, that would really make my day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.